in heaven on earth than gold. End of story, or silver. You know, gold to me is number one, and you're seeing it again. GC's 3Gs. I came up with this with 9/11. GC's 3Gs: guns, gold, and a getaway plan.
Yep.
And that's what I had. As everybody was freaking out, I was ready.
Yep.
And I'm telling everybody now, prepare for the worst. Because if the worst happens and you're not prepared, you'll lose everything. If the worst doesn't happen and you're prepared, you lose nothing.
Yep. What will happen to gold because of this war?
Again, I've been saying it over and over and over and over and over. To me, and the motto of the Trends Journal is think for yourself. We put the facts down there, give you the analysis, and what our forecasts are, you decide. There's no greater safe haven in heaven on earth than gold. End of story, or silver. You know, gold to me is number one, and you're seeing it again. What's going on? You know, it's shooting up again. What are we going to hold on to this paper crap, digital crap, printed on nothing and backed by nothing? So no, gold is it. Gold is it.
We have to talk about the loss of freedoms in Canada and the risk of keeping all your money inside the system that, boom, they can turn off like that.
What they did in Canada shows everybody immediately how they can steal your money from you like that.
Yep.
And when this crisis gets worse, ladies and gentlemen, the Russians have hacked into our banking system. They've hacked into this. We're closing down the banks to make sure that your money's secure. Your money that you keep in a bank that they make money on and give you crap back for. Oh yeah, those banks, you gotta be out of your mind. What the hell are you keeping your money in there for? They're making money on your money and you're not making anything, and they'll close it down like that. And if you don't believe me and how quick they act, once upon a time, as you could tell the story better than I can, because you know about gold much more than I do. What happened back in 1933?
He took away the only tool that the public had to protect themselves against the bankers and the government. They took it away, gone, and then they revalued.
Yep. My father, may rest in peace, told my grandfather, may all rest in peace. He said, you know, son, he said, I went over your grandfather, this is 1933. He said, you know, I went over your grandfather's house, he said, and here he is, he's packing up all the gold. I said, Pop, what are you doing with that? He said, the president said it was you'll bring back all of the gold to the president, and I believe in what they're doing. I said, don't give him back the gold. He said, no, what are you talking about? He said he gave him all the gold. And when they gave it to him, they sold, the government bought it for like, what, $22 and change an ounce, and then raised the price to $33 an ounce.
Yep.
It's a criminal operation. It's a crime syndicate that people are calling a government. And all of these politicians out there that want to go to war, you lead the charge.
Exactly.
And you send yourself, your kids, and your wife, because everything now is equal. Everybody, give them guns, go lead the charge, or shut your mouth. Could you imagine little Lindsey Graham, or that Schiff over there, or McConnell, or all these other fat nouns going out there and fighting like men? They couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag.
Interesting. And you also know that most of the population no longer trusts mainstream media, which is a good thing. But they still trust the dollar. They're quiet. And the other thing about Canada that really has me concerned, although I can say Canada, but I can also say Texas, is neighbor spying on neighbor and reporting neighbor. That scares me like crazy. So if you donated to the Truckers Freedom Rally, right? We're going to cut you off too.
Can you imagine what we're talking about?
Can
you imagine that we're talking this? Can you imagine this?
I can't.
America, democracy, freedom?
Exactly.
What the hell is going on?
Well, they've called in the National Guard for Washington for next week because they're concerned about a convoy there.
How dare people protest for their freedom?
Exactly.
How dare they? And then we say, look, they're locking down places, people walking around with masks on. Who Who could think of doing that?
Right.
And now that's become the new normal or the new abnormal.
Yeah.
The Chinese way, you will obey. You must obey. And we have lost our freedom. We have lost our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Think about it. The unalienable rights in the Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Happiness? Who the hell are you to be happy? I'm some little clown, mayor, governor, senator, whatever. I'm telling you to lock down. Oh, we're going to flatten the curve. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to flatten the curve. You all go out. Dry cleaners, they're gone. Restaurants, about 30,000 are out of business. The little people have gone. All they did was make the bigs bigger. Oh, it's okay to go to Walmart. Oh, okay to go to Home Depot. Oh, Lynette, remember when we were younger people and they had, instead of grocery chains, they had grocery stores?
Right.
And instead of hardware chains, they had hardware stores.
Yep.
And remember stationary stores rather than stationary chains? Remember drug stores rather than drug chains? We have been chained. We have been taken over by the bigs. Merger and acquisition activity in 2021, all-time high.
All-time high.
Going back to the criminal bankster gang, pumping in all that cheap money so the bigs could borrow it for nothing and buy up everything. Lynette, we are on the verge of World War III.
No doubt. No doubt. I've got chills. No doubt.
If we don't stop it, it's going to be... Look how shitty our lives became with the COVID war. Could you imagine World War III? It'll be hell on earth.
They'll use that to take away what little bit of freedom that we still have, won't they?
Gone.
And collapse the whole system and justify the money printing and justify the theft.
Yep. Again, World War II is in ancient history. Berlin was grander than Paris before it bombed out. I'm looking at the place. All these beautiful buildings in all new construction.
Yes.
Beautiful building, all new construction.
I've seen
What took thousands of years to create, gone, like that. And I'm saying to myself, where were the people? How come the people weren't fighting back? You're losing the war. We're losing. Stop. No, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to die. We have psychopaths, sociopaths, pathological liars in charge.
Yep.
If the people don't unite for freedom, peace, and justice, it's finished.
Finished.